Hey everyone, the CrossFit Open is just a couple weeks away, and if you're anything like me, you're trying to figure out how you can maximize your performance with the minimal input. Now I've been doing the Open for almost 10 years, I think about 7, and every year I wish that I would have spent a little more time optimizing my performance, trying to focus on getting better at the most common movements. And recently I've been using ChatGPT a lot, and I thought, I wonder if there's a way that we can use this AI to act as a coach and help guide us for what we can be doing over the next 2 weeks to really boost our performance. So if you're new here to the channel, welcome to Peak Life. Typically, I help share my personal and professional development stories with young professionals to help them all design, build, and live their peak life. So this video is a little different, focusing on another aspect of my life, CrossFit. But I thought it'd be a great tie-in with ChatGPT and see how it can help us analyze the most common movements, identify our own weaknesses, and come up with a bit of a training plan. So let's have a look. Alright, so I have the chat window open. And what I'm going to do is just start off by saying, hey chat, can you act as a professional CrossFit coach and analyze the past 5 CrossFit Opens? Please give me the most common movements that are likely to come up. So here you go. We got double unders, thrusters, burpees, toes to bar, wall balls, rowing, cleans, deadlifts, handstand push-ups, wall walks, which I agree, every year it seems like it's been one of the hardest movements, muscle ups, snatches, box jumps, pull-ups, rowing, jump rope movements like double unders, which it already said, squat variations, pressing movements. And it even included a video with some reference from WOD Prep. So now that we have a good list, let's ask it what the easiest skills are that we can improve in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to just ask, based on these common movements, what are the easiest skills that I can focus on improving in the next 2 weeks? So we have double unders, they appear in every open, and it's easy to improve with daily practice. I agree with that because I find I'm often tripping up. Burpees, focusing on consistent pace, using the step-up method, which I introduced a couple years ago. Rowing, wall walks, which I agree, I'm definitely have room for improvement on those. Toes to bar, and some quick strength and conditioning boosters. And now it's even going into a simple 15 to 30 minute daily practice plan. So that training plan actually sounds pretty good. That's something that you could go to class 15 to 30 minutes early and practice every day. And you could even cut out the rowing and get all this stuff in within 10 minutes. But now I want to go a step further, and I'm going to say, let's try to identify some of the weaknesses. So I'm going to type in now, please help me identify my top weaknesses to help build a training plan that can be used before my daily classes. So here it's coming out with a whole bunch, but this looks a little complicated. So what I'm going to do is Help me identify these weaknesses one step at a time, but make it simpler. It's still working its way through, which looks like way too much information. There we go, it's done. So let's try to make this a little simpler. All right, so what I can do now, just copy this and give it a number. So double unders, I can, on a really good day, do about 100 unbroken. So I'm gonna say maybe a 4. Toes to bar, this is something I'm definitely weak at, where I feel like my sets fall off really fast. So I'm gonna say 3. Handstand push-ups, I have a bad neck, so I can't kip and have to do most of them strict. So I'm gonna say a 2. Snatches and cleans, those are both pretty good. I'm gonna give a 4 on my snatch and a 5 on my clean. So there we go, we have some skill weaknesses, handstand push-ups and toes to bar. And now we're going to step 2, look at strength and endurance. So I'll do the same thing, copy that in. Thrusters, I would say I'm pretty good at that. Give that a 5. Deadlifts, I'm really not a huge fan of deadlifts, but I am pretty strong, so maybe a 4. Wall walks, definitely room for improvement, so a 2. Rowing, probably about a 3. And burpees, I burn out, so probably a 3. There we go, we identify the wall walks as the biggest issue, and rowing and burpees. And now the final weakness is identified. And just like that, it's throwing together a simple 15 to 30 minute daily class plan. So let's do a simple 3-day split before classes, aiming at 15 minutes worth of work. And just like that, it's coming up with a 3-day split of different things that I can work on before CrossFit. And to be honest, this looks pretty good. And if I didn't like anything, I could go in there and say, adjust the day. For example, the power and pacing for day 3, that's good, but I think I would rather work on something else. Like say more chest to bar pull-ups. So what I can do from that is go, let's adjust day 3 to include chest to bar pull-ups and muscle up work. And there you go. That's the power of using ChatGPT. You can use it for all sorts of things. Whether it's something like this, where you're trying to act it as a coach, you can ask it all sorts of questions. As it was able to analyze the top workouts from the past 5 years. It's something that I've found that I've been using more and more every day. So I would encourage you guys to play around, and if you're trying to get better at CrossFit, use it to help analyze your performance. You can spend more time on this inputting your numbers so that instead of just a rating of 1 to 5, it can actually figure that out for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have good luck at the Open this year. Bye.